you came across Jasmine Mongkahat punya interview in Malaysia, and she said, just like how you salat to become a better Muslim, I want to wear hijab to become a better Muslim to Allah. I'm afraid that macam whatever I say, it would be misinterpreted by the public. I've always because I'm exposed to the world whereby there's luxury, you know, fine dining, and people always say life is too short. Kau nak buat sana, kau buat sana. You know, people say that. You get so caught up with it, and all this luxury somehow make you feel like, hey, isn't this nice? You know, you get to taste, you know, you get to taste all these fine things in life that you don't remember about being a Muslim. When you are young, you are not that knowledgeable of you know, of the whole Islam like way, or like why we do such things. You only macam dengar macam through friends or like dengar sini sana, but you don't hear the whole story. So you think macam kenapa aku kena cover you know, asal kena cover. Kalau lelaki kalau nak tengok aku, bukan salah aku apa, you know, that kind of thing. I don't have to cover up, or I don't have to think about like macam what do I do, my tingkah laku, all that. No, I don't need so much lah. As long as I know Allah is my goddess.
Your parents sent you for religious classes, yeah?
My parents sent me for religious
so
classes.
tak masuk juga?
No, because when you were young, you know, you feel like macam it's you're being forced to go, and everyone's telling you
lepas
like,
primary school, after secondary school, mesti you pergi
macam even like after class, after sekolah pagi, and then petang I have to go madrasah. So imagine doing that every day. It's quite tiring, you know. My mom and dad have always been telling me like macam, especially when my mom started donning the hijab. I can't remember what year was it, but when my mom started donning the hijab, my mom was telling me, hey, sembahyang. And it comes to a point where macam, I felt like you are instilling fear on me to actually embrace and practice Islam, than actually influencing me.
Ni bila kecil
when you were a teenager, because you're so rebellious, what, you know? You know, so as a teenager, you feel macam, what, you know, like, don't tell me how to run my life, I'll run my own life, you know, like. So that's why you tak tengah terfikir lah, like to actually practice it or to do it. You know what I mean? So that, and sampai besar, and honestly I regretted, because if I were to actually be more mature to understand what my mom said at that point of time, I wouldn't have wasted that many years of not
wasting
it on you know, or not even praying on stuff, you know, like I actually really regret that. I regret that a lot. Like macam, I understand now what my mom meant, which is, I guess that's life. You just have to go through it like that. I remember there's this one time somebody asked me like, are you a Muslim? So macam for me to say I'm Muslim, I macam teragak-agak, and that somehow hit me so hard. And then from that on, I rasa every day I wake up, I rasa bersalah that I did not pray. Ya Allah, like why do I feel so heavy? Macam I got everything, but why is so heavy? What, like, and I don't feel nice, and it seemed, and I start to talk a lot to Allah, like, in my heart. And I was like, okay, maybe I should touch base back with by trying to salat. I try to solat. I put the sejadah down. I take my wudu. But somehow I dapat kata no, I cannot see myself step into the sejadah. Macam I feel like macam I've seen so much. Or I feel macam malu tau nak pergi face Allah, like you know, and ask for forgiveness or even thank Him. Macam do I fit to even step in the sejadah to solat? Somehow everything else falls apart. Macam I don't get the luxury as much anymore. I don't have that much money anymore. Macam whatever harta that I thought can bring me all the way to my future was just taken just like that, like hilang. If you ask me how they hilang or what, it's not even bankruptcy or what. So I don't even know how come my money boleh habis. I don't even know how that happened. And even then, I don't even macam, oh, maybe it's a time for me to go and repent and go to Allah and try and touch on Him. Even then I don't do that because I rasa macam, oh sekarang aku tak ada benda baru aku nak ikut.
You still have that ego.
Yeah, macam you rasa it's more macam malu lah, like. Then you know it's like if it's a human, oh kau nak benda baru kau datang aku. Kau tak benda kau tak datang, you know. It was the first day of Ramadan and I wanted to fast, but because I had my menses, so I was quite upset that I did not fast.
Baru nak berkobar-kobar.
You know, yeah.
Tanamkan.
Yeah, and then okay, you know what, never mind. Then I met this guy. So when I met him, that was the first time, like, I mean I know of him for so long, but that's the first time we officially know each other.
At the end of the time.
Yeah, and it's very rare to find somebody successful doing what they do, especially in the nightlife industry, and it's Melayu.
Yeah.
So that's what made me, you know, like quite interesting. And I talked to him, and you know, like when and you know when you were, I guess because at that time I'm always networking with businesses. So usually I will always tell people, hey, come I buy you a drink, because that's what you do for your client. I thought, okay, let's just talk to him now, you know. Then I said, hey, can I buy you a drink? He's like, I don't drink. And that is the first time I met a Mat Melayu in the nightclub that doesn't drink.
Mat Melayu in the nightclub.
And he's like, I don't drink, especially during fasting month.
No, I don't drink, what more in fasting month?
Yeah, you know, he was quite taken aback that this Melayu, obviously is a Muslim, asking me, want to buy for me a drink during the month of Ramadan. He was actually quite shocked. And I feel so embarrassed, macam malu, you know. And I'm like, then, and you know, like your instinct goes like, actually I don't drink, but I just thought, you know, but then you don't sound like you are being very defensive. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I remember after sahur, and he wants to send me back home, and then he was like, can I make a detour? And and I still remember. And then he went to Masjid Aliman.
Manja.
Yeah, because I stayed at Chukang that time.
It's my area, Aliman.
And he went to Aliman to sembahyang subuh. And I was just waiting in the car by the roadside. Pagi-pagi buta, feeling so awkward. Then I like, yes. Somehow he, in a way, educated me a lot in terms of Islam. But at the same time, the irony is, he is a DJ in a nightclub. And everyone, even on Instagram, even my Instagram, whenever I post about him, some people will comment saying macam, you know, tu kerja haram and stuff like that. And for me, I would strongly defend him. Even if it's public, I would still strongly defend him. Because I've never met anyone, Ya, walaupun yang bukan kerja nightclub that actually made me influence to even know more about Islam than him. Like somehow he somehow showed me that I can be a better Muslim. So I remember then I start to pray a bit. And I remember the first time that I prayed, I got a job offer. I can't remember what shoot, but I got a job offer. And I was so happy. It was that instant. And then the next few days, I terus terlupa tak nak sembahyang. You get lazy. That job offer that offered to me was put back. And I didn't even connect them together. Then I thought, mana dah lama tak sembahyang, sembahyang lagi lah. That offer came back to the table. It comes to a point whereby, and then that it happens way too often that I was sharing with him like, Ya Allah, I cannot believe. Like I was very touched that Allah gave me these reminders for me to be close to Him. Imagine if, because I know of many people that they have all this harta in this world, and they are not like, not practicing Muslim, or they're not Muslim, and they have all this harta in this world. Like, but for me, it's like macam Allah is reminding me, take back the harta away, to tell me, hey, come back here, you forget me. You know, macam I feel so touched. Like that means Allah sayang me to do that. And I was telling him, imagine if I'm one of those. Pasal even till now, I have all the harta dunia in this world, but I never bring back to him. I still remember when, because I told him that my parents, if you want to marry me, my parents' request is for you to lead the Jemaah prayers. But that is to just, takutkan dia lah. We didn't ask him to do that lah. Takutkan dia. And I remember throughout, I think closer to the wedding, he's always on earpiece. All the time, no. And I'm like, what is he doing? Tak bilang. Until after kita and then I remember when the first time we got married and kita sembahyang Jumaat sama-sama. What?
First time you got married.
No, the first time kita sembahyang sama lah. After we got
It's
married.
the only time you got married. Don't worry.
I mean like, I tengah nervous ni. I tengah nervous ni. Okay. When the first time kita sembahyang sama-sama, and he recite the Al-Fatihah, and I'm not being biased, but it is the most melodious Al-Fatihah ever, and followed by Surah Al-Baqarah. And
Not the whole verse lah.
No lah. What?
Last three.
The last three.
And it was
Ni
so.
solat
Solat, I think it should be. It should be Maghrib. Yeah, it should be Maghrib. And I was in tears. I mean, I've solat Jemaah before with like other people or my dad or stuff, but I never did. Like I don't even know why people cry during salat. You know, but somehow like whatever that happened during that time made me tear, and somehow or other I understand and know what it means, even though I don't know what it means. Does it make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel it lah.
Yeah, it's like macam, okay, my heart actually knows now, like what it means. And somehow, and it makes me want to salat again, like salat again later. Until I even read, and when I cannot salat, like if I have menses, he would salat, I would sit down, just beside, or like record video, just so that if he's not, I can just hear macam his voice. It become like that though, and even till now, whenever he salat, it touched me a lot. I did not tell my husband, I did not tell anyone. I just don it on. I strictly don on. And my husband was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And he was actually quite not against it. He just don't feel that I'm ready for it. But the feeling when you just don it on, it's like somehow a lot of questions are answered though. Like a lot of worries and doubts that macam tak ada. You tak rasa berat tau. You rasa macam actually apa susahnya? Why do I worry so much about what people say? You know, I actually senang je buat tu dong. You know, nothing hard about it.
And then you saying your clothes also.
Yeah, and then the next day nak keluar, I tak ada baju nak pakai. Mana? and it's I was struggling with it now. And I think everybody, this is everybody tell me the same thing, that they go through when they hijrah to hijab. Their first week is the orbit hijab fashion. It's like any long sleeve or any jacket with any shawl and any so I went through that whole orbit hijab phase for 1 week. You're laughing at me, and then people start to send in shawl lah and baju, and alhamdulillah they don't go like they don't go like, "Hey, can you help me to promote Instagram?" No, they just go like, "I'm so happy to see you in hijab. Here, a present for you." It's like that. And my mom datang je memang give me one bag. Nak ambil kau hijab, nak turtleneck, ambil kau satu bag. And suddenly all these hijab sisters start to like help a sister out here in giving you all these shawls and clothes. And now I think I have a lot more like nice clothes.
Tak ada lagi.
And you know, it's great, and in a way, like, but the fun side of it is, it's so fun. You get to revamp your style. You get to revamp your character. You get to revamp everything, and it's nice. And usually when I go everywhere, I'm fully aware that people would look at me. Like macam I'm fully aware the men would turn their head. I'm fully aware the girls would be intimidated. I'm fully aware of that. And I used to fit into their community, their new vibe to get confidence. But now when I wear hijab, nobody look at me. In fact, I'm macam invisible. And for the first time ever in my life, I feel more beautiful than ever.